These conference races just keep getting hotter and hotter. Stick with us. We're going to bring you up to date on all the top 25, all the conferences. Cascade Hoops Talk starts right now. Hey, how's everybody doing? I hope you had a great weekend. I did. Boy, it's cold. It was cold in the mountains. Hey, we're going to start out with a milestone. Congrats to Mackay Vassal, Freed Hardeman Lions. Not only did they get that big win over Georgetown, we're going to talk about in just one moment, but he joined the 1,000 point club. He has 1,000 career points. Congratulations to young man. That is a great milestone and one that will be in the record books for the rest of time. Congratulations. So Georgetown fell to Freed Hardeman 70-68. What a great college basketball game. Georgetown is going to host Bethel, Tennessee style on Thursday, and they go to 18-1. So in that game was tied at 59 for the final minute and a half of regulation. That's a long time. But anyway, that was when the last scoring happened. Went a minute and a half, nobody scored. And then Mackay Vassal, he scored with the game winner with 5 seconds to go in overtime. He ended up with 20 points, 4 rebounds. Peyton the Law, he ended up with 14 points, 3 rebounds. Freed won that game 70-68. After losing to Cumberland's on Thursday, this was a good rebound win for the Lions. They go to 17-2, and they will host Campbellsville on Thursday. So looking at the Mid-South, small conference, here's the scores. Cumberland's continues to lead the conference. That's why I have that starred. They beat Bethel, Tennessee style. And then here's the standings. Everybody's tied at 2-1 in second place. So Thursday, Georgetown is going to play Cumberland's. That's the game of the night. So check that out. Hey, jumping over to the GPAC, Concordia is on a roll. Oh, you get a trip into Seward is dangerous. They beat Northwestern's 85-70. Tristan Smith, 17 points, 15 rebounds. Elijah Gaith, 16 points, 4 rebounds. So the Raiders of Northwestern, they go to 17-2, suffered 2 straight at the hands of GPAC foes. They're going to host Morningside on Wednesday. Not an easy task in of itself. Boy, I said that very nice, didn't I? But anyway, Northwestern's going to have their hands full with Morningside as well. So we'll have to see. We'll have to check that game out. Also, Dort is rolling again. They beat Midland 89-68. They go to 19-1. Lucas Lorenzen, he's really having a season, man. 27.6 rebounds. And Luke Rankin, 10 points. But, man, he's dishing out those assists. 10 points, 13 assists. They are going to host Briarcliff on Wednesday. We'll talk more about that game in just a second. Let's look at the games across the conference. I've mentioned most of them. Morningside wins. They are keeping pace. That's important for them if they want to catch the pack. Here's the standings. Dort has a solid 2-game lead now on Northwestern, and you can see everybody else behind him kind of bunching up. Okay, so on Wednesday, Morningside is going to be at Northwestern. We've talked about that. And Briarcliff is going to be at Dort. So one quick note on the Briarcliff-Dort game. Briarcliff, if they can start hitting the 3, they can make Dort's life miserable. And so I'm sure Dort will do everything they can to build a big pack line and not let them shoot 3s. Because if they get hot, it could be a really, really interesting game. Let's go over to the Red River Conference. LSU Alexandria beat Texas College 104-72. Cashy Nat, 16 points, 9 rebounds. E.J. McQuillan, 24.6 rebounds. So the Generals, they go to 17-1, and they're going to play Louisiana Christian on Thursday. More about that game in just a second. Let's take a deeper look here at the Red River. Our Lady of the Lake, they continue to win. That's why I have that start. I also starred the Louisiana Christian game because that's who LSU Alexandria is playing next. And Louisiana Christian, it feels like they're getting on a roll, and that is a huge rivalry game for Alexandria. So look at the standings here. Alexandria has a solid lead in the conference. All these teams are bunched up in second place. Louisiana Christian now is at 8-6. So on Wednesday, Shreveport goes to Xavier. Big game for Xavier. These two schools are 15 minutes apart. The gym will be packed. It'll be wild. Louisiana Christian's playing good basketball. Man, go. If you're anywhere near there, just go. See if you can get wedged in the gym somehow. It's going to be great. Okay, let's jump over to the Cascade Conference. The College of Idaho, they won a couple games this weekend. On Friday, they beat Multnomah 98-88. Drew Wyman, 14 points, 3 rebounds. Johnny Radford, 14 points, 2 rebounds. They go to 16-2 over the weekend because on Saturday, they just pounded Warner Pacific, pounded them. 95-45. Drew Wyman, 14 points, 7 rebounds, and Johnny Radford again, 19 points. Johnny Radford is a sharpshooter. If he gets going, man, he can really hurt you. So this coming weekend, the College of Idaho will be at Oregon Tech on Friday, Southern Oregon on Saturday. Highly anticipated games. We'll show you in the standings. LC State, they had a tough weekend. They went to Southern Oregon on Friday, and they lost 73-69. Gabe Reichel, 15 points, 3 rebounds. Big tough Bryce Dyer, 13 points, 9 rebounds. LC State, they go to 13-5, and they are going to host Evergreen and Northwest Friday and Saturday. On Saturday night, they played Oregon Tech. They fell 74-66. Keegan Shivers, he had 26 points, 17 rebounds. Jamison Guerra, 14 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. As I said, they go to LC State goes to 13-5. After the game, we caught up with Keegan Shivers, asked him about his rebounding, about his team, and about the 2,000 fans that showed up for this game.
I think just throughout my career here, I've just figured out ways to get the ball, honestly, where they're shooting it, where I can position myself. And I mean, sometimes just the luck of the draw. And tonight, I think the ball is just finding me. And just trying to be aggressive, find my spots. Early, it was feeling good. So was just getting to my spots and hitting shots. Got to hit the free throws down the stretch. But I mean, that first half felt really good. And I mean, it helps when you got guys like Jameson, Cam, Blake, Eric, Coop, all those guys, Elmore, opening up space for me to work, because without those guys, it wouldn't be like that. I think we just got a lot of tough guys on our team. Blake Jensen, he's a dog. Eric Frazier, he's a dog down low. Coop's a dog down low. We just got guys who want to win. And I think that's even a difference from this year to last year, like on the defensive end and rebounding side of things, that we just got guys who aren't a lot of last years for us, and we're just going to leave it all out on the court. Absolutely. It's awesome just to have that many people there to support you. This community is so great to us. And it really helps us when we go on runs, and just hearing that energy and just loud. Yeah, they're all loud, and I don't think that's going to change. I think they're going to come for us on Friday, and it's going to be rocking.
So you heard Keegan Shivers allude to that game on on Friday, but we'll talk about that in a second. Let's look at the rest of the conference games over the weekend. I'll just scroll through the scores. There really wasn't any surprises other than LC losing. Here's Saturday night. So let's go to the standings. Oops, wrong way. Jeez, Bill. So the College of Idaho, 11-1. They're a half game up on Oregon Tech. They are 2 games up on the rest of the pack, 2 to 3 games up on the rest of the pack. And so College of Idaho will be at Oregon Tech on Friday. That place should be packed. And then Eastern Oregon is going to be at Southern Oregon on Friday. And then on Saturday, Southern Oregon, College of Idaho. Oh, this isn't right, because College of Idaho is at Southern Oregon. This makes it look like Southern Oregon is the road team. Well, I can tell you what's going to happen. College of Idaho goes to Southern Oregon. Southern Oregon is a place where College of Idaho has had some trouble. Southern Oregon is playing very well. I talked to a guy the other night who watches them a lot. And let me just put it this way. He is a guy who knows more than anybody I know about NAIA basketball. And he said, I don't think Southern Oregon's going to lose very many more games. So I'll be curious how this game turns out. And then Corbin is at Warner Pacific. Those 2 teams, Corbin is fighting for third place, fighting to stay in that top 4. And I think they're going to bring the state police in to referee this game. These 2 teams are going to play physical. I can guarantee it. Okay. I don't mean they're bad. It's very physical basketball. Arizona Christian, as you know, they lost on Thursday. Hope beat them on Thursday, 63-55. So Arizona Christian is 15-4 because on Saturday they defeated Life Pacific 68-57. Dunkley, he scored 15 points, 10 rebounds. And Eric Nicholas, 17 points, 6 rebounds. And they will host OUAZ on Thursday. Arizona Christian is 15-4. The Masters, they played Park Gilbert on Saturday, 90-54. Man, that's just rude. Caden Starr, he had 28 points in this game. I think that's his season high. I think that's his best game of the season. Caleb Lowry, 15 points, 9 rebounds. So the Masters, they go to 16-3, and they're going to host Life Pacific on Thursday. And then Hope, we mentioned they beat Arizona Christian on Thursday. Grant Sy, 14 points, 2 rebounds. Nick Hopkins, 14 points, 2 rebounds in that game. And on Saturday, they defeated OUAZ. Again, Grant Sy, 11 points, 3 rebounds. Nick Hopkins, 16 points, 4 rebounds. So Hope is 17-2, and they will host Embry-Riddle on Thursday. Take a quicker look at the conference. Here's the scores. No surprises other than what we talked about. Hope continues to lead the conference, up a game on the Masters, up by 2 games on Arizona Christian. Who had that on their bingo card? Tell me the truth. Okay, this coming Thursday, Embry-Riddle is going to be at Hope. It's a game that you would expect Hope to win, but they have to win all the games that they're supposed to win. Same way with the Masters. Life Pacific is going to come to the Masters, and they definitely need to win. Let's jump over to the Sooner real quick. Langston, they defeated Oklahoma Panhandle on Saturday, 67-45. Langston is playing some of their most consistent ball of the season. Jameson Epps, he had 11 points, 11 rebounds for a double-double, and Jonathan Smith, 14 points. They're going to be at Mid-America Christian on Monday, tonight, and they are 15-2. Let's look at the rest of the Sooner. I got this Mid-America Christian game starred because, for one thing, it was a bad loss for Nelson. Big win, big win for Mid-America Christian. This was a mistake. So let's take a look at the standings. You'll see what I mean. So Nelson really couldn't afford that loss. They're trying to catch Langston. Mid-America Christian, though, they're catching up with that main pack, trying to get in that top 4. The thing is, it looks like everybody's close with Langston, but look, they can't catch him in the loss column. Everybody has 2 more losses at least. And if you're chasing a team, there's only one way to catch them in the loss column, and that's somebody else beats them. So everybody down here who's chasing Langston needs some help. So Langston completely has their fate in their hands. So on Monday tonight, Texas Wesleyan is going to be at Nelson, almost a must-win for Nelson. And Langston is going to be at Mid America Christian. Not an easy place to win there in Oklahoma City. And I guarantee you, there are a whole bunch of people right here rooting for Mid America Christian tonight. Let's jump over to the Heart. Baker, they played Culver Stockton. They beat them 94-68. In this game, Cayman Lennox, he had 16 points, 5 rebounds. Quentin Harvey, 25 points, 5 rebounds. They go to 17-1, and they're at William Penn tonight. I don't care about William Penn's record. That's a tough place to play. Let's look at the rest of the conference here. Peru State continues to win. That was an important win for them. Big win for Park. They beat William Penn at William Penn. That was a big win. And Grandview topped Central Methodist. So if you look here, that was a costly loss for Central Methodist. They're trying to catch this group. So Baker is at 14-0, and they've got a solid 2.5 game lead over Peru State, Graceland. So let's look at what's going on tonight. Baker plays at William Penn, and then on Wednesday they play at Park, and then Mid-American Nazarene is at Peru State on Wednesday. Let's jump over to the Crossroads. Bethel, they win again. They beat Taylor 74-62. Alonis Pechulis, man, I just butcher his name all the time. 12 points, 3 rebounds. Trent Edwards, 15 points, 6 rebounds. They're going to be at Goshen on Saturday. They are 16-3. Al Price says, keep saying my name any way you want as long as we keep winning. So Grace College, they beat Mount Vernon. Mount Vernon is a tough out this year. You guys notice that? Ian Roush, he had 18 points, 6 rebounds. Listen to this line for Ian Scott. 17 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. So Grace goes to 15-4. They're going to be at Marion. They got to go to Indianapolis on Saturday. That could get interesting. Huntington, they defeated Goshen 109-60. Lane Sparks, he's having a great season. 29 points, 8 rebounds. Drew Goodline, 17 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. A good line for him. So they go to 15-4, and they're going to be in Marion, and they got to play at Indiana Wesleyan on Saturday. A couple games I wanted to talk about. St. Francis, big win for them at Spring Arbor. We're going to have Chad Lacrosse on either tomorrow or the next day. Listen to that. St. Francis has a good team this year. And then Indiana Wesleyan fell to Marion. They fell again. Boy, they're having a rough year. So Bethel's 2 games up on Grace. Grace is 1 game up on St. Francis. Those are really your 3 right now vying for the title. Bethel just has to keep winning. Spring Arbor on Saturday. The Crossroads doesn't play this Wednesday. Spring Arbor goes to Mount Vernon Nazarene, which, again, is turning out to be a really tough place to play. And St. Francis is going to Taylor. It's a big game because St. Francis needs to win and keep pace. Okay, the Frontier Conference. Montana Tech defeated Providence 81-56. Haiti Deacons, 19 points, 6 rebounds, and Michael Erb, 14 points, 10 rebounds for the double-double. The Montana Tech Ore Diggers, they go to 16-2, and they're going to be at Montana Northern on Thursday. Rocky Mountain, they fell to Carroll on Thursday, but they recovered. They beat Montana Western 79-68 Saturday. Jalen Lee, 17 points, 15 rebounds, and Royce Robinson, 19 points, 3 rebounds. They will host Providence on Thursday, and they're 15-3 right now. Let's look at the standings. Not a big conference, so it doesn't take long to go through them. So Montana Tech and Rocky Mountain are a game up on Providence. So let's look at the games. Montana Tech is going to play Montana. They play on Thursday. Montana Tech is going to be at Montana Northern. Providence is going to be at Rocky Mountain. Huge opportunity for Providence. They're playing a lot better. They struggled a bit in the preseason before conference started, and they seem to be rolling a little bit. Hang on. Jumping over to the southern states, Dalton State, they defeated Bruton Parker 115-87. Matt Compass 23 points, 5 rebounds. Quaylen Pettis 19 points, 9 rebounds. In Dalton State, they go to 16-2, and they will play Abraham Baldwin on Thursday. I looked through the games on Saturday. I saw no surprises. Every game turned out the way you would expect. Let's go to the standings. Dalton State's got a 1.5 game lead on Life. And you can see the standings from there. The game I would point out to you for Thursday is William Carey at Middle Georgia. You can see they're both right here in the middle of the pack. Jumping down to the Sun, Kaiser University, they fell to Florida Memorial on Saturday. They go to 14-4, and they're going to be at Coastal Georgia on Wednesday. So in that game, this guy Latavius Mitchell, he's big, probably the biggest, strongest guy in the NAIA. And man, when he gets going, well, he puts up numbers like this: 16 points, 20 rebounds. See that? Wow. Taryn Hamilton, he had 12.7 rebounds. Florida Memorial goes to 13-4. As I say, they won that game 80-72. It's a non-con, but they're going to play Florida College on Tuesday. And Ave Maria, they defeated St. Thomas. Good game, 81-76. Ave Maria goes to 15-4. They're going to be at Southeastern on Wednesday. A couple of notes. Southeastern fell to Florida College. It was a non-con, but big win for Florida College. Jesse Repay has had a hard time getting that team on footing. That was a big win for them. Also, Weber International has really been struggling, and they defeated Coastal Georgia on Saturday. Big win for them. And New College of Florida, they continue at 500 in league as they beat Warner 124-17 on Saturday. So here's the standings. Ave Maria's up a half game. Florida Memorial's up a half game on Kaiser. So pretty tight race at the top. What do we got to look forward to? On Wednesday, Ave Maria is going to be at Southeastern. You can see the games there. Kaiser at Coastal Georgia. Jump over to the American Midwest. Central Baptist was at Columbia on Thursday. They beat them 85-81. Jonas Carlisle, 18 points, 9 rebounds. And Gabe Johnson, 17 points, 5 rebounds. So the Central Baptist, they go to 14-3. And they're going to be at William Woods on Thursday. That's going to be the game of the night that night, I think. So William Woods, they go to 15-2 because they beat Mission 99-58. Henry Shannon, 24 points, 5 rebounds. Francis O, 16 points, 15 rebounds. Huge double-double. Somebody text me, tell me how to pronounce his last name. I apologize. I don't know. But Francis O, 16 points, 15 rebounds. So they go to 15-2. They're going to be at Columbia on Thursday. Show you the scores in the conference. Again, no surprises. Everything turned out the way you would expect. Central Baptist, 1 game up on William Woods. William Woods is up 1 game up on Columbia, and Columbia is 1 game up on Crowley's Ridge. So on tonight, Central Baptist is playing Williams Baptist. Oh, Williams Baptist. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was thinking William Woods. Okay, so that game is not probably quite as dramatic. Anyway, those are the games for tonight. Appalachian Conference, Tennessee Wesleyan, Pikeville defeated Tennessee Wesleyan 89-65. Kay Looney, 17 points, 9 rebounds. L.A. Walker, 17 points, 6 rebounds. Right now, as we speak, I'm going to nominate L.A. Walker for the NAIA Name of the Year. They go to 16-4, and they are going to host Montreat on Wednesday. Again, let's take a quick look at the Appalachian. Really, here's all the scores. Nothing surprising. Here's the standings right now. CIU is a half game up on Bryan. Bryan's a half game up on Pikeville. Milligan is going to be tonight. Milligan is going to be at Bluefield. That's kind of an important game because Milligan's trying to fight their way up into this upper pack, up into third or fourth. And then at number 25, Rio Grande Falls again. They fell to Brescia, 79-76. Damian Garcia, 23.7 rebounds. Lincoln Lockhart, 24 points, 4 rebounds. Rio Grande, they go to 13-5, and they're going to play Indiana Southeast on Thursday. Take a look at the conference. IU East defeated Kokomo. That was a big win for IU East. I'll show you in the standings. Look at IU East 4-2. So look at this, 4-2 all the way down to here. So St. Mary of the Woods has 1 game lead. Everybody else all the way down to here to Indiana Southeast is 4-2. So on Thursday, IU Southeast is at Rio Grande. St. Mary of the Woods, tough game at West Virginia Tech. IU Kokomo's in action, playing Alice Lloyd. So a lot of chances on Thursday for these standings to move. In the KCAC, all the top group won, except, here's the scores. Ottawa, Kansas got defeated by Bethel, Kansas style. Friends won, St. Mary won, and Oklahoma Wesleyan won. So you can see the standings. Big group here at 8-3, and Bethel is just 1 game out. So on Wednesday, Evangel's going to be at Oklahoma Wesleyan. Bethel, Kansas style, is going to be at Friends, and Ottawa is going to be at St. Mary. So big games right there that can move the KCAC this week. The HBCU, here's the scores. Big win for Tougaloo. They had a big test with Suno. They defeated them by 20 points, so that was a big win for them. So Tougaloo and Stillman continue to be tied for the lead at 9-2. They're a half game up on Dillard. So tonight, Tougaloo will host Virgin Islands. It's a game Tougaloo should win, but Virgin Islands has been a little bit pesky so far this season. And here's the games on Thursday. Go to the WAC real quick. Northwestern Ohio fell to Cornerstone. In this conference, they kind of beat each other up a lot. Lawrence Tech, big win for them, knock off Dearborn. And Indiana Tech so far has kind of kept a stranglehold. They're up, what is that? Two games up on Cornerstone. Cornerstone and Lawrence Tech are tied. Lourdes is a half game back, so it's really tight behind Indiana Tech. So Lourdes will be at Michigan Dearborn. They have to win. And Lawrence Tech has to face Northwestern Ohio. That's a dangerous game. The Racers are pretty good. So we'll look for that. And we have the Chicagoland. Viterbo knocked off Holy Cross. A little bit of an upset, but not huge. So St. Francis is a game up on Indiana Northwest and St. Xavier. So it's turning almost into a 3-team race. So IU South Bend is 6-4. They're going to be playing Holy Cross on Wednesday. And all the rest of the games, don't appear to be that competitive. St. Ambrose at Olivet Nazarene, these are middle of the pack teams trying to break out. That's why I circle them. Well, that's what I have for you. I know it takes a half hour to get through the weekend. Hope I didn't bore you to death. But anyway, there's a couple conferences we haven't spent a lot of time on. I'll catch you up with them this week. One is the Cal Pac. One is the North Star. We'll try to catch you up on those. And I hope you have a good Monday. And that's all I got. Thank you very much for supporting our podcast. Please like and subscribe. Get out to your local NAIA school because NAIA basketball is the best entertainment value in America.